Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here today with a message about synchronicity. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to obviously record a video, talk about a particular topic. I just wasn't sure what. So I decided to just pull a card from an oracle deck and talk about whatever comes up. And so I pulled a card from the Numerology Guidance Cards deck by Michelle Buchanan, I think it is. And I just wrote an article on my blog about it, and so you can find it on my blog. You can find it on my Pinterest, my Instagram, probably on Facebook as well. Slightly different, but the messages are about this topic, okay? So this is a card. It's Synchronicity number 87. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about what this means, okay? What is synchronicity? And of course the numbers as well, numerology, just a little bit, and kind of just blending them together. So it's interesting that I was asking for guidance in terms of what to speak about today, and then I pulled this card. That's kind of, it's a bit of a synchronistic event in itself, because I wasn't sure which deck to use, and I just wasn't sure what I was going to do, what I was supposed to do, and then I just asked the question, and I was just sitting still trying to decide, trying to figure it out, and it just came to me. You know, it's just, okay, use this deck and you can take it from there, because usually I kind of decide on the spot, okay, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to talk about, this is the deck I want to use. So this time I couldn't, so I just asked for some help, and there it was. And it's an energy that talks about when things are lining up just right, when we're ready, when, you know, because we work on divine timing all the time when it comes to manifestation in particular. And so when things are lining up just right, we do get signs, we do get nudges, we do get feelings, almost to say, yes, go for it, the time is right, this is what you're doing. So what is synchronicity? Synchronicity is a term that was first used or defined by Carl Jung, and he is a Swiss psychologist. I believe he's Swiss. And it's defined as meaningful coincidences. So that's a bit of a paradox in itself, a bit of an oxymoron, because coincidences by definition are random, and so this would be meaningful coincidences. It's kind of two opposing things put together. Basically what it means is when things are coming together just right. Often we don't see that as we're experiencing these synchronistic events. We do see it when we reach our conclusion, when we reach our destination, or the reason for those synchronistic events. Then when we look back, we see, oh, so that's why that had to happen then and that way and with that person to get me here now today doing this. I just realized I forgot to put my rings on, but that's fine. So that's pretty much what synchronicity is. To give you an example to better understand it, synchronicity, similar examples that I used in my blog, in my article, it's when things are unplanned or go off schedule, and they just kind of line up in such a way where we're guided every step of the way. This is okay, so now turn left, now turn right, because things are just coming together in such a way to say, okay, do this now. For example, you're rushing to work in the morning, you usually are at the door by a certain time, and on a particular day you can't find your keys, or you can't find your mobile phone, or something, you can't find something, so you have to take the time to look for it. So that is a change in routine. You're rushing, you're not sure what you're doing, you're not sure where you're going, but as you're searching, either the phone goes, you know, the landline, or a neighbor knocks on your door, So normally you wouldn't be home, but now you are, to pick up that call or to answer the door to your neighbor. And then on the other line, you've got someone offering you a job, someone getting back to you, giving you the news that you were hoping for, someone asking for more information or telling you you need to submit something extra to get your file through. And if you had missed that call, maybe you would have heard back from them in the afternoon or tomorrow, and you would have wasted time and missed an opportunity. But yeah, things just take us off course, out of our schedules, because it's almost like a higher power stepping in and lining things up in just the right way for us to get a blessing, to receive a blessing, or to receive an opportunity. Of course, a different example would be when we always take a specific route to work or school or whatever. We always take that route. All of a sudden, that road is blocked. So obviously, in the moment, it's annoying, it's frustrating. We have to find an alternative very, very quickly. But then when we do that, when we try to go with it, because we kind of have to, then we find this new route that's less traffic, it takes us less time to get there. It's a beautiful scenic route. It just relaxes us and fills us with energy as we're going through it, as we're going through that, on that road, you know. And so then we're thinking, oh, this is beautiful, this is gorgeous, I didn't know about this, I'm going to take this road every day because I just feel so great. And so that is, in itself, it is a blessing, because we're given an opportunity to recharge our batteries and just snap out of the day-to-day and the worry and the stress and the planning of the day, and just enjoy something beautiful to give us more energy. So obviously these are kind of simple examples, but I don't want to make it too complicated. The point is, it's like connecting the dots. And then when we reach our solution and we look back, it's like, oh, that's why things went haywire. That's why things went off schedule, off plan. And it was annoying in the moment, and it was very frustrating for me. But I understand now that this is the best way that this could have happened. Okay, so that's kind of how it works. What we need to do with synchronicities is, when we start to see, oh, hold on, something's happening here. You know, we see repeating numbers. We always see feathers. We always see coins. I always get like tiny pebbles or bits of dirt, or just tiny rocks in my shoes. I haven't even walked out the door and I have a rock in my shoe. So that to me is my guides trying to communicate with me and trying to tell me something. It depends what. But just something completely out of the blue, completely random. But it is a way for them to communicate, for our guides, for our angels to communicate with us, just to say, hey, we're here, we're with you, which is mostly the case with me, just to say, hey, we're here, we're with you. Just ask the question, let us help you. Or to say, to comfort you, to give you confirmation, yes, you're headed in the right direction. That's why things are coming together a little bit more easily for you. Recurring numbers, maybe they're trying to say something in the significance of those numbers, and so on. Lights, colors, pointing arrows, very, very specific. They can get very specific with this, okay? And so if we follow through, I say, okay, I feel like I need to go in that direction because of that arrow. It's pointing in that direction. I feel like it's very important for me to go in that direction. So I'm going to go. So we go. And then as we do that, when we turn the corner or whatever, then we see something else. Or we see what we were guided to see and why we're supposed to go in that place, to that place. But when we follow through, it's important that we follow through, because that's how we receive the message. If we just see the sign, but we don't do anything with it, we don't really use that information, we're not really, it's not a conversation, they're just kind of throwing things at us, but we don't acknowledge them, we're not listening, we're not hearing them properly. So with synchronicities, it's a way for them to say, go this way. It's a way for them to say, you're on the right track, keep going. It's a way for them to say, this is the right time, go for it. But it's always up to us to actually go for it, to actually, you know, take that step, take action, and make the most of the energy that they've worked so hard to put together for us. It's like they're giving us a stepping stone with all lining things up in just the right way. All the energy that they're investing is to give us a springboard almost, and then it's up to us to just jump and do what we're trying to do. Okay. And speaking of numbers, we have number 87 that adds up to a 15, which in turn adds up to a 6. Sixes are talking about balance, hope, love, harmony, family, the home. And so it could be that we've been trying to manifest a new home, we've been trying to start a family, we've been trying to manifest good health, we've been trying to restore hope for ourselves and restore our faith in God, our angels, and whatever it is that you want to have faith in, and to restore balance in our lives, to bring harmony back into our lives. So if this is the case, they're saying pay attention. We received your prayer, we received your requests, we received you know, all your questions and all your prayers and all your affirmations. We are helping you. We are placing things just right for you. Pay attention and act on it. Okay, so that's pretty much what they're saying with this. But we do have an opportunity to restore balance in our lives and to restore health. And when I say health, I mean physical health, mental, emotional, spiritual health, healthy relationships, healing relationships with ourselves, healing financial situations, okay, just health and healing in general. So the messages follow the steps, connect the dots. Nothing is coincidence. Connect the dots, follow through, and you'll get to where you've been trying to get to. Okay, so it's just them saying, we're here, we're helping you see that and work with us. Okay, so that is what I was inspired to talk about for today's message. Of course, this can apply in general anytime. It can apply when you're watching the video maybe, or it can just apply in general. So you just take the message in and it kind of sits with you, and then when you are dealing with these energies, then it can pop back up to the surface and say, oh, I know what this is. So it's just kind of, you know, putting it in the notebook and using it when the time is right. But yeah, let me know if the video helps. Let me know if you have questions about this, or you want me to add anything or explain anything. And yeah, head on over to my blog, check the Ask Monica's advice column. I love using it. And thank you to everyone who's connected with me there and trusted me to give advice. I'm on Pinterest now, and I'm excited about it because it's something new, very interesting, very fun. So if you want to follow me there, that'd be great. But yeah, I hope the messages help. Thank you so much for your support, for being here. I will speak to you again in the next video, and hopefully with a couple more interesting articles. By then I have a lot of ideas. Okay, so let's have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you again in the next video. Bye for now.